To love is to admire with the heart. To admire is to love with the mind, the profound meaning of Théophile Gautier. Today, I want to share a reflection with you that has the power to completely transform the way you see love, admiration, and even your connection with everything around you. The French writer Théophile Gautier gives us with a powerful statement: to love is to admire with the heart. To admire is to love with the mind. These words, though they might seem simple, carry a deep and transformative meaning. They teach us lessons that, when truly understood and applied, have the power to awaken our spirituality, open unexpected doors for personal growth, and yes, even change how we deal with prosperity and success. Stay with me, because in addition to exploring the real meaning of this phrase, I'm going to share a true story of overcoming that illustrates exactly how these concepts can profoundly alter our lives in surprising ways. Let's start with the first part of the phrase. To love is to admire with the heart. What does it really mean to love with the heart? Loving with the heart goes beyond just feeling something deep for someone. It's about seeing beyond appearances, truly perceiving the essence of the other person, both their flaws and their strengths, and accepting them with genuine empathy. This kind of love is not just a fleeting emotion. It is deep, constant, and transformative because it is based on acceptance and embracing the other in the purest, truest way possible. When we love with our hearts, our spirituality expands, and we create real, lasting connections that sustain profound and meaningful relationships. This type of love strengthens us, encourages us to become better, to grow, and to evolve in every area of life. But here's an important question: are you loving with your heart? Are you recognizing and admiring your own essence? True change starts within ourselves, and by loving who we are, we can build a solid foundation for all the relationships around us. Now, let's look at the second part of the phrase. To admire is to love with the mind. When Gautier says this, he invites us to look at admiration from a different perspective. Admiring someone is not just about recognizing them as special or unique. It's about a conscious act, a rational appreciation, a choice to perceive and value the other person. When we admire someone, we are not merely complimenting them. We are acknowledging their worth and allowing that admiration to inspire us. This inspiration is a powerful source of learning and transformation. And when that admiration is properly channeled, it becomes action. For example, in the context of financial growth, admiring someone isn't just about observing from afar. It's about learning from them, understanding their choices, struggles, and achievements. To admire with the mind is to be inspired and transformed, to go beyond simple observation and take intelligent, strategic action. What makes this phrase even more fascinating is the balance it offers between the heart and the mind. Loving with the heart means letting ourselves be guided by emotions, by a deep connection with others. Admiring with the mind means using reason to complement that love, making it stronger, more solid, and even more transformative. This balance is essential, as it not only strengthens our personal and spiritual relationships but also connects us to a greater purpose in life. The harmony between emotion and reason creates fertile ground where our dreams can truly blossom. Whether in relationships, the pursuit of spirituality, or even achieving prosperity, this balance between love and admiration is the key to the true abundance we all seek. Now, you might be asking, how do I apply this in my life? How do I start living this truth? The answer lies in your own actions. Ask yourself, are you loving with your heart, deeply, or are you simply reacting to the stimuli around you? And what about admiration? Are you able to recognize the value of others without falling into the traps of envy or comparison? These reflections are the first step toward true transformation. When we begin to love and admire consciously, we open space for real connections and profound learnings that propel us toward personal and spiritual growth. To further illustrate the transformative power of this philosophy, I want to share an inspiring motivational story. It's a story of overcoming, where both forces, loving with the heart and admiring with the mind, were applied so profoundly that they changed a life completely. This journey is one of struggle, resilience, and faith in the power of love and admiration. I promise you that what you're about to hear could be exactly what you need to transform your life right now. Stay with me until the end because this story has the potential to reshape your thoughts and actions in a truly grand way. Are you ready to join me on this transformational journey? The unexpected turnaround of Sarah. How discovering the power of loving with the heart and admiring with the mind transformed my life. Hi, my name is Sarah, and today I want to share a story with you, a story that completely changed the way I see life, the world around me, and even myself. It's a journey full of struggles, moments of despair, but also powerful revelations that taught me a life-altering lesson. True strength comes from loving with the heart and admiring with the mind. If you feel stuck in a never-ending cycle, if life seems aimless, or if your quest for personal transformation and financial balance is at a standstill, this story may be exactly what you need to hear. It all started during a time of utter darkness. I was working harder than ever, giving my absolute best, but nothing seemed to move forward. My days were draining, and my heart was heavy, weighed down with frustration. Despite my efforts, it felt like I wasn't reaping the rewards of my hard work. My mind was consumed with doubts, insecurities, and above all, a sense that I would never be valued for all that I did. It was in this moment of defeat, when I was at my lowest point, that a single phrase struck my soul like lightning: to love is to admire with the heart. To admire is to love with the mind. This wasn't just an ordinary phrase, it found me at the perfect moment, and the transformation it sparked in me was something I could never have imagined. I was sitting alone on a park bench, feeling completely drained, trying to make sense of everything that was happening in my life, when I overheard a conversation between two elderly men sitting nearby. They were talking about the highs and lows they had faced throughout their long lives, but what struck me most was when one of them said this exact phrase. In that moment, it felt as though those words were meant just for me. It was like a light bulb went off inside me. I realized that no matter how hard I tried to love those around me, true love starts within. And more importantly, I wasn't admiring enough to learn from those who had already achieved what I longed for. That's when I decided to make a change. I started looking inside myself with more compassion and respect. I began to recognize my own strengths and at the same time, accept my imperfections. That's when I discovered the power of real love, a love that not only extends to others but is essential for self-recognition and personal growth. But the transformation didn't stop there. The real game changer came when I began to admire those who had already achieved what I so desperately wanted. Instead of comparing myself, feeling inferior or incapable, I started learning from them. I observed their actions, their thoughts, and how they faced challenges. It was then that I realized that what once seemed like an insurmountable obstacle was actually just a matter of perspective and strategy. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't easy at first. The fear of failure was still there, the fear that no one would notice my efforts, that I was fighting in vain. But as I allowed myself to learn from those I admired, I found strength. The love for the process and the admiration for their journey gave me the motivation to keep going. That's when I started studying more, investing in myself, and seeking solutions to the financial struggles that had been weighing me down for years. And slowly but surely, my life began to change. I'll never forget a pivotal moment when I was attending a seminar by a woman who, like me, had gone through many hardships before reaching success. She said something that deeply touched my heart. All you need is a spark of love and admiration to ignite the flame of transformation. In that moment, I understood that I had been doing exactly that. I was learning to love and admire in the right way, and this simple act was opening doors I hadn't even imagined before. Today, my life is completely different. I've found a new sense of purpose in everything I do. My spiritual connection is stronger than ever, and I see clarity in my goals. On the financial front, I've learned that prosperity begins from within, when we have the courage to admire those who've reached the place we aspire to, and the humility to learn from them. And it's this power, the combination of loving with the heart and admiring with the mind, that I want to share with you. These two principles are the keys to transforming any area of your life, whether it's in your spirituality, your relationships, or your pursuit of financial stability. They have the power to balance what we feel with what we learn, and this balance is what creates the conditions for our growth and success. If you've made it this far, it's because some part of this story has touched your heart. Now, I invite you to take the next step on this journey. Subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's build a fuller, more abundant, and purposeful life together, starting now with one simple step: love and admire. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you in the next video.
Transform your life with powerful words that awaken love, joy, and purpose. Discover 20 impactful quotes with explanations that motivate and connect you to what truly matters. Click the link now and get yours. The life you deserve starts here. Thank you for choosing this transformation.